Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Geeks Who Like Sports Mashup. As always, I'm Carcillo, joined by my best friend Lee Elias. Lee, we got a great one for the folks today. It is what geeky duo is most likely to have the sidekick take the fall? Because, of course, Otani is making his translator take the fall for what we suspect is his gambling debts on sports, because nobody believes that Otani did not do this. Lee, let's kick it off. What are your thoughts? What duo do you think of would have what one would have the other take the fall?
Yeah, so we have some pre-written out duos here. You and I did before the show. We're going to kind of walk through them at the end. If you guys have any more out there in Wonderland that you'd like to throw in the mix, but I think we're going to pick from these like seven duos that we have and say who's most likely to take the fall. First one, the obvious one, is Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
The problem with Batman and Robin is I think Batman would be the one who would take the fall for Robin.
Yeah.
Just in the nature of Bruce Wayne. And I don't like that because it takes the hero out. And that's kind of not in the spirit of what Otani is doing and the MLB is doing. Right. So it's almost like the sidekick has to take it. But I don't care which incantation of Robin we're talking. Batman will most likely take the fall.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I think that. I mean, maybe Jason Todd just would probably try to, but like he would do Batman would do it without Batman knowing,
right?
And like that's the thing, and that's I think that as much as Batman and Robin is probably the most iconic duo on this list,
easily,
right? Like they would not, I don't think this would work for this particular scenario. Another one that we threw out there, which I thought was fun, is Han and Chewie.
Yeah, that's a good duo there as well. But
yeah,
it's funny. So Chewie would absolutely take the fall for Han, but
he's got the life debt and everything to it.
Yeah,
so.
But Han gets himself in trouble. Han got himself frozen in carbonite. Chewie couldn't do much there. So I don't want to say they'd screw it up, right?
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know if Han would ever actually let Chewie get into that position. Han seems to take care of himself. He doesn't necessarily want Chewie by his side a lot of the time. Like, you know, he understands it's a life debt and he can't do anything about it. And they are very good friends. But I don't think Han would ever let Chewie take a fall.
Well, and that's the thing. The one person that Han or being, we should say, the one being that Han would probably never let get into trouble, even for him, is Chewie.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so I
don't think that's
higher on the list, higher than the list than Batman and Robin, but I don't think I agree with you. I think it would never really get to that point.
Right, and then similarly, we have Mando and Grogu on here as well. Mando would never let Grogu take the fall. Mando would take it. No. So Mando being the for now he's the Otani of this situation. In the future, it might flip flop. Right. But in Star Wars, no, I think the love is there, even though it's an unspoken love.
Yes, absolutely. Another one we came up with Green Arrow and Speedy, aka Red Arrow, aka Arsenal, which is basically another Batman and Robin scenario. The only way I would think Speedy, of course, infamously had a terrible drug problem, I believe, in the 80s. Maybe when he was in that altered state of mind, we'll say, maybe he would throw Green Arrow under the bus. But again, I think it would be kind of like a similar Batman and Robin situation where Oliver Queen, Green Arrow, probably wouldn't let anything happen to Speedy or try not to. Then again, Ollie is not nearly as good as Bruce. Ollie's definitely had a lot of screw-ups over the years. So maybe a little more tenuous there. Like Ollie's accidentally thrown people under the bus if he thought it was for like the greater good. But I think that's higher than Batman and Robin. Maybe similar level to Han and Chewie. Maybe higher than Han and Chewie. I don't know.
A little higher. I think I do know who the winner is in this coming up soon. All right, but a few more to get out of the way. We have Cable and Deadpool on here. I'm not going to disqualify them. The problem is they would both throw each other under the bus, and then go through time to change it. So little unfair.
I think Cable's done that before.
Yeah, I think he has too with no problem. So again, they're high on the list.
Yeah,
but I actually have someone higher, Ray, that I thought of while we were talking. The other one we have on here is Doc and Marty. Again, a duo that I don't think would ever throw. Doc is more likely to throw himself under the bus than Marty. I'd say Doc would be the Otani in this situation, even though Marty is the main character. I also have on here Rick and Morty. Now, Rick would throw Morty under the bus
100%,
but he would always have a plan to get him back
because it's still his grandson. Yeah,
right. So like that's pretty high on the list.
Yeah.
Ray, I have written it down, and you're going to shake your head like, wow, that's the answer. Again, it came to me as we were talking, and you have to go back to Star Wars.
Okay.
Because I until I said it, I was like, oh, that is a duo. Because in Star Wars, there is the rule of 2. And the Emperor and Vader are easily the top pick for this. The Emperor would absolutely throw Vader under the bus.
The Emperor and Maul, the Emperor and Vader.
He's done it.
Yeah.
He's done it multiple times. Kill him now. All right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Palpatine is the biggest
Emperor
son of a bitch.
Emperor and Dooku. Yeah.
Emperor is easily
the
answer here, right? He is, and it makes sense. We're talking about the new evil empire.
Yeah.
We're talking about the greatest of all time. I mean, you can make it an assumption that Palpatine's the greatest Sith ever.
Right.
All right. Even with the new movies.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Somehow returned.
I think Palpatine and Vader. Yeah. I think that's the most, and Vader would do it for him. He would take the fall.
Yeah. At least until the very end.
Well, we'll see what happens here with Otani.
Yes.
Translator comes out demanding millions of dollars. I didn't do it.
It is going to be interesting to see what happens, but
I mean,
again, I think nothing.
What is thy bidding, my master? I think that's the pick. I think, and that is a duo. Yeah. That is the rule of 2.
Yeah, it is the rule of 2. But as always, we want to
know what
you think. So always comment below, send us emails. You guys know geekswholikesports@gmail.com or that's the one. geekswholikesports@gmail.com.
You got it.
Yeah. Or obviously, again, comment below, Facebook, YouTube, all those places. We're everywhere. But yeah, for Lee, I'm Ray, and this has been this week's
Measure.